Hello there and a good evening from wherever you are. This is the SBR Group C hosted by British touring car driver Jake Hill, who is unfortunately in the pit, so I couldn't, spectate on him just yet. But anyways, hopefully we will have ourselves a show on tonight. As you can see, they are driving the legendary Group C cars from around the late 80s to early 90s, if you will. I think we are missing on a couple of drivers. I think we are missing out on one of them. I believe it is Matthew Ellis, because that quite interesting gamer tag has not joined just yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hello there to the 5 people that are watching right now. Hope you are enjoying the coverage so far. And don't forget, leave a chat, comment in the live chat. It'll be always appreciated. Give this video a thumbs up. And the last live race that we did was on Friday, and it got a lot of positive reviews and made me feel very loved in the group chat. So thank you very much for the people who was giving us a lot of praise, and hopefully we're going to be expecting a lot more views here tonight than what we saw on Friday. So, as you probably would have guessed, we are racing around Le Mans for tonight. This requires 10 minutes qualifying and 12 laps long. No fuel usage. The tyre wears at times 6, but you must use the hard tyres for a minimum of 2 laps. So I'm guessing there will be some pit stops in this race. It's up to the drivers when to use the hard tyres. If they want to use the hard tyres, get it over and done with on the first stint, and then go into pit stop, and then go to the soft tyres the rest of the way. It's really their choice here. Now we've got 6 people watching. Here we go. We're getting one more to equaling the peak viewers of Friday night's Touring Car Classic. Anyways, let's actually go through the drivers that are racing here tonight. So we're looking at the guy that's fastest in practice at the moment. This is Lewis Edwards driving the Mazda 787B. If you can actually hear my voice there as it flies through in towards the PlayStation chicane. Mazda there, the only Japanese manufacturer to win Le Mans, with the drivers Volker Wiedler, Johnny Herbert. There he is. There's Ellis. There he is. That's a lovely game attack there. You'll love to see that. Anyways, back to that. Mazdas, the drivers that won that in 91 were Wiedler, Herbert and Bertrand Gachot. Which was actually quite odd because, both Johnny Herbert and Gachot did race in Formula 1, but in 2 different teams. Johnny Herbert was driving the Benetton Renault alongside Michael Schumacher, while Gachot was driving the Pacific, one of the slowest cars in the field back then. So, very interesting. I think our teammates with, I believe it was Andrea Montemini, Jean-Denis Gelitraz, and Giovanni Lavardi, I think it was. So yeah, very interesting. Especially was an emotional win for Johnny Herbert, because if you think as well back to, I think it was 88 or 89, he had that terrifying accident at Brands Hatch, which really lost both of his front legs. But there you go. So that is Lewis Edwards. He's driving the Mazda. Second place is Liam McEwen, and he's driving the Nissan R92 CP. This is from 1992. This car was in the All Japan Sport Prototype Car Endurance Championship. That's easy for me to say. It's now called the Super GT Championships now, it's called. Had drivers that year called Kobayashi Hoshido, Toshio Suzuki and Takeo Wada. There was also another driver I looked on that list called Jeff Krosnoff, and the only reason why I know him was he had that terrible accident which killed him in a kart championship race at Toronto in '96. But he drove this car as well in that '92 season, being a teammate there. So there we go. There, Liam McEwen driving the first of the Nissans. There's basically 3 I think there's a team of 4. But I might be wrong on that. Anyways, let's have a look again through the field. So it says front legs. Here we go. This is Rob Adams driving the first of the Sauber Mercedes. I think you'll remember this. I think this is a 1989 livery. Jean-Louis Slesher was one of the notable drivers in that, as well as Jochen Mass and Manuel Reuter. This is a V8 Sauber Mercedes C9 from 1989. Do you know something? I actually remember that livery because I used to watch the old Havoc series. Can anyone else remember the old Havoc series on like video? I think it was in Havoc 8. There was a crash that had that livery at Brands Hatch, and that's how I remember that livery. It's quite strange, but you know, trust me, it is. Anyway, I think there's one of his other teammates there, Rob Scholler, which we don't see. He's just gone into the pit lane. No, he's gone into the hard tyres. So we'll see his livery out in a second, possibly. If not, we will go to there. Anyways, let's have a look at this guy right here. You probably may know him, a very decorated driver in the world of endurance racing. This is Charlie Robertson. Pretty in pink is that Nissan. And Charlie, like I said, is a very decorated career so far. You know, runner-up in the Ginetta Juniors in 2011, won it in 2012, came third in Formula 4 in 2013. Then he was Ginetta Super Cup champion, and then he was the European Le Mans LMP3 champion alongside the gold medalist Chris Hoy in 2015. You know, and now he's currently now driving the Ginetta LMP1 car. So, you know, Charlie Robertson, they're very loyal to Ginetta, that's for sure. So, you know, we're very proud to have him on board and racing around this legendary track. Another racing driver that we need to look out for here is this guy, Alex Austin. We haven't seen a lot of Alex. I believe he does a bit more club racing, if you will, but we did see him on our screens way back in 2009, 2010 when he was driving the Ginetta Juniors. And you can see he's also driving that legendary livery of the 1991 Mazda. As Liam posts in the comment, did you make Sean's Mazda? Which we haven't got to see. I think he's driving that Leighton House one, I believe. Ah, here we go. We've got 10 people watching. Yes, we've reached double figures. Welcome to you all 10. Hope you are enjoying the coverage so far. Another racing driver that we need to see if he's out on the track. There he is, Matthew Ellis, with that lovely gamer tag. He does a lot of club racing along with his father, and also an ex-TVR Tuscan racer. I remember the old TVR Tuscans back in the late 90s when I had Sky Sports and that, with the likes of Ian Flux and the Britnell brothers and who else was it as well? Troy Dunlop as well. But, you know, that's just my brain just being a bit of a geek, if you will. But anyway, there's Matthew Ellis. I don't know if there's rumours if he's doing British GT, which I hope he does. He's a fine young racing driver at that as well. Unfortunately, we were supposed to have Scott McKenna, but he pulled out with a few hours remaining. So, you know, such a shame that we don't see him on the track, because he would have been exciting. And there is Jake still in the pit lane. Well, we'll talk about Jake as it goes on. Another racing driver that we need to see, he's also in the pit lane there, was this guy too, Oliver Bryan, but we'll talk about him when he gets on to the track. There is Sean Cool, he's driving the Mazda, which has got the Leighton House livery, which I believe he's racing in the Formula 1 as he gets it all wrong through Michelin and goes into the pits. So, just a quick glimpse of Sean Cool. Which other drivers that we haven't seen yet? It's this guy, Dean Milden, the first of the Porsches 962 from 1988. Driving the Repsol number 16 one. I'm getting to believe that his brother Ben is also driving the same manufacturer, but probably with a different livery. And we only got 8 cars out on the track there. We see Matt Ellis just weaving his way through and towards Mulsanne. That is Liam McEwen, we've already seen. We've seen Sean Cole. There's this guy here, Rusty GT UK. That is Chris Clements. He is driving another Nissan. And we've got Nick Hancock's here. There he is, driving a Porsche. And we did see him compete on Friday's live stream. So we've got all 15 cars running, and we've got about 5 minutes to go until the end of the practice before we can get qualifying underway. Like I said, it's 10 minutes long, and that will determine ourselves a grid for the 12-lap race, which will happen just after qualifying, I believe. So I will get my voice back, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. As Shake gets the coverage there, saying 5 minutes, and then we can get qualifying started. So I'll be back then. So until then, just see some the cars going by, and yeah, enjoy it. Oh well, I'm not allowed to say crack on. Oh well. Never mind. Just getting the confirmation there by looking at the clock. We have a minute to go until the start of qualifying. So drivers just getting in their last laps in, getting to know the track just a little bit more. Here we're looking here at Nathan Tompkinson, who was the winner last night in the Formula 1 race, the 1991 liveries around Monza. pretty good to have Jake and Oliver Bryan as your teammates, as we'll actually see Jake is out on the track. We've pretty much grown up seeing Jake on the BTCC package, haven't we? Started life out as a Ginetta Junior, second in the championship in 2010, then stepped up to Super Cup in 2011 and 2012, then had two spells in two different teams in the BTCC in 2013. As the qualifier is about to get underway, he drove in the Porsche Carrera Cup for 2014. Did a little brief stint in the British GT, I believe. Oh, there was some bumping and barging going on for, just ahead of Jake. Anyways, the qualifier has begun. Will last for 8 minutes, it says there. I thought it was 10. Never mind. And then 2015 to now, he is competing in the British Touring Cars, is Jake. As he just comes out of the pit lane, there he is. Mostly drove for Team Hard in... oh, God, what's Tompkinson doing now? Just see a comment on the chat here. Ashley Sharp says, I raced Lewis in the BTCC League on SBR. He uses a pad amazingly. I wish I could do the same as well, because I did do some GT racing on the pad, but, you know, I'm just not very good at it. Anyways, back to what I was saying about Jake. He's also a winner. He should have won 2 races in 2019, but a 50-plus-year-old man was not too happy in Jake's driving. So, unfortunately, got a win took away from him, but he did deserve one. So, you know, Jake, now driving for MB Motorsports, the legend that is Mark Blundell. Now, his other guy, his other teammate driving the Jaguar is this guy right here. And people may not know him in the world of motorsports, but in the world of classic car racing, you do. As we just saw there, Rob Adams getting it all wrong at the PlayStation chicane. This guy right here is Oliver Bryant. Now, as I said, for those who are into historic car racings, he is a popular figure. He's pretty much won every historic car race that is imaginable. He's a two-time, let me get my page there, a two-time Daytona Classic 24-hour winner. He's won at Goodwood, the Silverstone Classic, and the Le Mans Classic. He's won the Spa 3-hour in Classic. You know, there's nothing that he's done except for winning in historic cars. He started life out as a British GT driver, but then he made the change after 2010, and he's been incredibly successful in the world of historic cars, as Ben Milton lets him by. Look at the field of these cars all going by. Look at them. What a beautiful sight it is. Anyways, hello there to the 13 people that are watching. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. We're enjoying having your company with us at the moment. So let's see what we can do here in this qualified. It's only 8 minutes. I thought it was 10 minutes, but oh, I'm stupid. Anyways, we're looking here at Jake Hill because he is the first guy out. It's going in towards Arnage, closely followed by Nathan Tompkinson. And then you've got Lewis Edwards, which Ashley Sharp was just mentioning. He's also on automatics as well, I just noticed. I need to get some tips off him then to be competitively quick on a pad. And I race on manual. Anyways, looking at Sean Cool in the Leighton House Mazda. And then you've got Charlie Robertson further behind, along with Chris Clements. They're both Nissan drivers. And then you've got Oliver Bryant. Then you've got Rob Adams. And then you've got Matthew Ellis, followed by Dean Milden. And then Ben Milden. And then there's Nick Hancock's. Oh, that's a nice livery. Look at that. Miller Lite 67. Then you've got Alex Austin, Liam McEwen. And last of all, 15th in his Sauber, Rob Scholler. I hope I'm pronouncing these surnames right. I don't know if it's Scholler or Schauler. Let me know in the chat, please. Right, anyway, so Jake Hill's going to be the first guy to do his fast lap as he's just gone through chicane and now making his way towards the S's. 4th gear, brake hard down, maybe to about 3rd gear, 100 miles an hour. This is the S's right now, and then into Tetra Rouge. It's a fast, lots of downhill right-hander. Using all of the track on the exit and then onto this long straightaway here, the Mulsanne. Let's actually ride on board and just listen to this V12 go down this straight. just reaching 225 miles an hour before going into the PlayStation chicane and then another long straightaway. They introduced chicanes, I think it was in the 1990 Le Mans series, because all this was just a straight line back in the days of seeing this car and the Porsche and the Sauber and the Mazdas. Now this is the other chicane here, called Michelin, and then you're going over just where the Mulsanne kink is, which is right here, and then another straightaway, and then you approach Mulsanne. It's just really effectively just a one-lap showdown, so you really can't afford to make a mistake. Here comes Mulsanne right now for Jake to go by. Oh, that's a SG Styler, sorry, and Kenzie Dorif, the boy. I hope I've said that right. I'm sorry if I haven't. 15 people that are watching. Good to see. It's slowly on the increase as well. Don't forget, give this live stream a like. Be very much well appreciated. The last live stream we got, we had like more than 8 likes and over 150 views. So, you know, we want to get this channel, and also subscribe to SBR. They've got a Facebook account. You're more than welcome to join like they have with me. So here comes Jake then. He's going in towards the Porsche curves. Right here, absolutely flat out through there. Look at that. Look at the lift off the throttle. Now in towards Maison Blanche. And then using a little bit on the track on the exit, and then another fast chicane here, and then on towards the last double chicane, the Fords. Here we go, hard on the brakes, down to third, brake even less for this one, the Ford chicane, and then across the line, and Jake will do a lap time of 3 minute 18.720. Let's see what Tompkinson can do. Can he go faster? No, he can't. And there you go there, look at that, the power of the pad there. Lewis Edwards on the pole, 3 minutes 17.071. Sean Cool goes into 4th place. Charlie Robertson goes into 2nd, only just less than a 10th off of Lewis Edwards' time. It's a whirling dervish dance now there, as all the people making their way through, making through the order. So Jake down to 3rd, Alex Austin is now into 4th, Sean Cool still down to 5th, Tompkinson down to 6th, Oliver Bryant in 7th with a 3 minutes 311, sorry. Then you've got Rob Adams, 3 minute 21.348. Nick Hancock's 3 minute 21.750. Then it is Ben Milden, followed by his brother Dean. Then Liam McEwen, Rob Schauler. Oh God. That's not Rob Schauler, what am I saying? That's Chris Clements, my apologies. I think he moved up actually, sorry. Oh no, there he is, down in 15th there, sorry, my apologies. There he is there. I don't think he's even posted a lap time. So I think he's gonna start at the back of the field no matter what. Oh no, you can maybe get another lap in. Qualified is over. So Lewis Edwards is done for the day, Charlie Robertson is done for the day. I'm wondering if Jake is going to set another fastest time. He's currently nearly a quarter of a second faster than his best, but not purple. And you can see there, look at that, 1.5 seconds off of the Nissan of Charlie Robertson's. Let's see what he can do here around Mulsanne. Gets back on the power. I wonder if them cones are going to survive during this 12-lap race. Looks like Jake's not going to improve on that 3rd position, unfortunately. He's going to have to be a Herculean effort if he can get closer to Charlie Robertson's time, which was we can't get to see it, unfortunately, but we will get to see a little bit of it towards the end of it. Austin is called it a day for qualifying, as well as Sean Cool. Tompkinson is still is still going for that qualifying run, as well as Oliver Bryant and Adams too. There you can see Tompkinson just in that background. Anyone else is called into the pit lane? No, it isn't. In fact, there's a battle going on here. Ben Moulton moves way out of the way there for, I believe that was Matt Ellis, the Mr. Gay Poo man. As he's getting closer to the back of Colin Clements' Nissan. Matthew Ellis' time, 3 minute 25.532. So he must have made a mistake. So I think Ben's pretty much done. Yep, indeed he is. There is Liam McEwen in the background. Let's see what we could do here. Back with G Kills. He will improve possibly. No, he didn't. He lost a bit of time. So no improvement there, unfortunately, for G Kill. What can Tompkinson do? Does he improve? No, he doesn't. And now let's see the last of the Jaguars here. This is Oliver Bryant as he goes through the Ford chicane. Does he improve on his 3 minute 20? Using all of the care but the exit. Rob Adams is going to get a tow. He does improve, but Rob goes quicker than him. Oh, thanks to that slipstream. So Rob goes 7th and more time to coming through. Dean Milden does a 3:22.1. Ellis does a 3:21.3. Hancock's does a 3:21.5. Liam goes up there with a 3:18.9. So Liam McEwen, solid effort there to put his Nissan into 4th position. And Schola improves his time. Where does that put him? That puts him in 10th place in his Sauber. So I think that's pretty much everything done. I believe, indeed it is. So that is how the starting grid looks. It will be a Mazda Nissan front row. And then you've got the Jaguar of Jake Hill in 3rd. Liam McEwen, the 2nd of the Nissans, in 4th. And then you've got Alex Austin and Sean Cool and all Mazda 3rd row. As the clock just ticks down. I wonder if we can still get it or show it at least. Let's see. See from the live timing there. So there you go. That's overlap times there. Pretty comparatively close there. About 6 seconds, but hopefully Chris Clements can improve during the race. So we've got 6 seconds to go until the end of qualifying, and then we can get this 12-lap race underway. Leaving a comment here, it looks like, I think that's Ben saying that himself and Clements are starting on the hard tyres. So they're going to get on, they're going to get the hard tyres out the way as we are going to get set. I'm guessing it's a standing start then. So as I said, it is Edwards from Robertson, Hill from McEwen. That is your top 4. Alex Austin in 5th, Sean Cool in 6th. And then you got Tompkinson and Adams there in 8th position. Then it is Bryant from Showman, from Ellis, from Hancock's as the engine notes rise. And we are going to get 12 laps underway. And we do. Lights out and away we go. And someone, that was Austin. They're getting a terrible start in the Mazda. My apologies. As the field all stream through towards Dunlop. And it is still Edwards with the lead. Charlie Robertson in 2nd place. As Sean Cool makes a great start in his Mazda. As the field, oh, and there's contact. And that's one of the Milton brothers. That was Dean. He got touched, I think. More contact on the exit of the chicane there. But disaster already for Dean Milden. He has spun his Porsche. Let's see if we can get a look on the replay. Did he get some help or did he lose it there? It's hard to see with the amount of cars they're streaming in towards chicane for the first time. So disaster already for Dean Milden and a bad start for him and for the Porsche team. But anyways, back up front. And now it is starting to become Slipstream City now, as you've got Edwards leading. Then it is Robertson, then it is McEwen, then it's Jake Hill, then it's Sean Cole, your top 5. Here comes Hancock's to the inside of Scooby going into the PlayStation. Chicane, can he get the job done? No, he can't. Tompkinson holds on, but look at Adams. He gets a move and passes Hancock's into 7th place, pushes him, makes a bit of contact at Hancock's. And further back as well through the field there we can see that Oliver Bryan is down into 10th place. I think he may have just passed Alex Austin, but Austin, terrible start. I believe he was 5th on the grid, and he's all the way down to 11th place. A terrible start for Alex Austin. Meanwhile, back up front, and Lee McEwen has shortcutted Michelin chicane. He's going to lose a spot, and he might lose 2 to Sean Cool here in his Mazda. goes then up towards the kink. We go, and it is still Edwards from Robertson from Jake Hill now into third place. Down Liam starts into fourth position. Shonku will sit in behind into fifth position. As we see further back through the field, Oliver Bryant goes a little wide through Mulsanne. And you can see there the field Dean there trying to recover from his spin there on the first lap. So we're looking here at Ben, and you can see Colin Clements starting back at the pack is got by. No, he's getting close to the back of Oliver Bryant's Jag. Oh, and Alex Austin's had a spin through Indianapolis. Alex Austin had a moment in Indianapolis, and he's gone off. Let's have a look at that. But let's get on board with a replay here. So braking hard into Indianapolis. Does he put on the power a bit too early? No, he just runs wide, puts the power on, and then the car just spins around. Ben nearly followed suit and all. So disaster for Alex Austin, and he is trying to recover now from that last place he has. Meanwhile, back up front, it is still Lewis Edwards on a pad. Charlie Robertson using all of the track on the exit of the Maison Blanche. Jake Hill kind of distanced himself a bit from third. And Liam McEwen has pulled his gap away from Shonku in fifth. Then you've got Tompkinson, a lonely sixth place, followed by Nick Hancock in seventh. Then you've got Rob Adams in eighth, followed by Matt Ellis in ninth, Oliver Bryant in 10th. Then it's Colin Clements in 11th place. Then you've got the first of the Milton brothers, that's Ben, in 12th. Then you've got Shaula in 13th, Dean Milton 14th, and Alex Austin back down in last position as we complete the first lap. And it looks like there is starting to be a little bit of a gap opening with the leader to second place, Charlie Robertson. I don't know if he's made a mistake that we just missed out on as he goes through Tetra Rouge, using all of the track on the exit there. Let's actually ride on board. We'll see how this Nissan sounds as we're looking at the back now of Charlie's Nissan, and you can see Jake Hill slowly closing up on the back. Look at that, 232 miles an hour. Goes into PlayStation chicane for the second time. Nice and tidy through there. Bit of dust being kicked up on the exit of that chicane, and now on to another straightaway through the, what is that called? The Hun Audiers. I hope, I'm not good on my French. I hope I'm saying them right. Now braking hard into second gear. Oh god, I thought he was a little bit sideways there through Michelin, but it's okay, it's all good. Just seeing just ahead there is Edwards ahead, just nearly a second away. So Edwards is, you know, Charlie's just within slipstream distance here. I tell you what, Jake Hill's looking a bit closer, looking again at the back of Charlie Austin's Nissan, and you can see a very determined Jake Hill want to get by through Mount Saint Denis. Nearly gets into the back of Charlie. And you see further back there, you can see Sean Coe all over the back of Liam through Mulsanne. I think it's just a matter of if but when Jake's going to make the pass. Is it going to be towards Indianapolis? Here it goes, makes a lunge to the outside. That's a very brave pass. If he can make it stick, has he got the job done? Side by side, close racing through there. And now braking hard now. As he got the second place, he does. So Jake Hill moves up into second place. Nice pass, nice setup as well in towards Indianapolis. So a solid second place now for Jake Hill when he starts chasing the leader. Lewis Edwards just ahead in that Mazda. Let's have a look further back through the field there. Tompkinson still in a safe sixth, and there's some real good battling going on here. And contact! And Ellis has gone off. He may have got shoved there from Adams. Oh, that's not good there. That's what you're not wanting to see there. Let's see a replay on that. So Hancock's had a moment through Indianapolis and then into Arnage. Did Rob Adams brake a little bit later? Makes a bit contact, and again, just to make good friends. Oh, and I think Hancock's nearly got turned from Oliver Bryant too in the process. They're free wide going in towards the Porsche curbs. Let's see what happens here. So it looks like we have... Who's that now in 7th place? Hancock's. So what's happened to Jones? Jones has had a moment now. He's down to 11th. What happened to Jones? Oh, he's just slowed down there, so we must have missed that there. My apologies. as I think that was Clements making a look. Maybe. Oh, Oliver Bryan nearly gets it wrong at the forward chicane, and here comes Clement to the inside. No contact being made. No, we're good. Double file. It's pretty much like a NASCAR formation, nearly. So Hancock is now into second, 7th place. Then you got Clements into 8th. I think he qualified last, so that's a good effort from Clements. 15th to 8th place, and you got Oliver Bryan in 9th. You got Matt Ellis in 10th and Rob Adams in 11th. And look at the background there, 12th place, Dean Milden there, recovering from his first lap spin. He's up there in the mix. I'm guessing Alex Austin is still out on the track. He's still on the soft tyres. Meanwhile, Ben Milden and Shaula have made their pit stops because they did start on the hard tyres. So they've got that out the way. So they're going on softs the rest of the way. Don't forget fuel. There is no fuelage on this track, but the tyre wear is on time 6. Let's have a look at this battle then for 7th place, and it looks like it is a good one. Look at Clements trying to get in the slipstream of Oliver Bryant there for 8th place as they're going towards the PlayStation chicane for the 3rd time. Clements getting it all wrong in the middle of the chicane. That's going to cost him some time. Bryant hits the tyre barrier on the exit, and then here comes Ellis and retakes that 9th place, and he'll probably get a good run here. Going towards the Michelin chicane, looking at the back of Bryant's Jaguar. Flashing the lights is Ellis. He's saying, hello, I'm wanting to pass you, buddy. Oh, he's trying to fake a move. He's going left, he's going right. Which way is he going? Whoa, where on earth? Where on earth was Adams going? Goodness me. What on earth was Adam doing? Where's he gone? Where's he gone down to? There he is. Oh, he's crashed into the tyre wall. Blimey, Charlie, let's have a look at this. Did he misjudge his braking? Was he confused by Ellis's? Oh, he just completely lost the braking point, and that's a head-on impact with the tyre wall. Dear me, that was almost kamikaze from Adams. Tell you what, I hope these 20 people that are watching, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. This has been good fun, and there's only 3 laps in. Meanwhile, back up front, Edwards has extended his lead now. 1.5 seconds he's got over Jake Hill. Charlie Robertson now under some severe pressure from his Nissan teammate, if you will, Liam McEwen. And then you got Sean Cool. Oh, something happened to yes, Sean Cool's had a moment somewhere. He's down to 6th place. Tompkinson has passed him. I think we're too busy for the battle for 7th place, which Hancock's has just run wide. So he's lost 2 places. Let's see what happened here. Going through Indianapolis. All good so far. And then going in towards Arnage. Does he get it all wrong? Oh, just understeered or got on the brakes a bit too late and just let Bryant and Ellis go by. So Hancock's down into 9th position. It's a different animal, this car, comparing to the M3 that he drove on Friday. Alex Austin recovered in this spin. He's up to 10th place. My apologies. Colin Clements is down to 11th. And then you've got Ben Milden, who started on the hard tyres. He's up to 12th. And Dean Milden, he's had a mistake somewhere too, because he was battling out front for that 7th place, and he's all the way down to 13th. Then you've got the 2 Sauber drivers of Shaula, the 2 Robs, 14th and 15th of Shaula and Adams at the back of the field. As you can see, the scuff marks on the front of that Sauber Mercedes. And anyway, back up front, we have got 1/3 distance complete, and the gap is 1.2 seconds, so Jake is slowly catching up. I want to see that battle for 3rd place though, and it looks like Robertson has distanced himself away from McEwen. Don't forget, these drivers that started on the soft tyres will have to change to the hard tyres. Let's see what's going on here. Looking again at Bryant with Nathan Ellis in 8th position. Then it's Nick Hancock's in 9th, followed by Austin in 10th. As the field of cars go on to past Tetra Rouge and then onto the long straightaway. As looks like there's a battle going on there. That's for 11th place. Ben Milden, who started this race on the hard tyres, now on the softer tyres. He's going to get by Colin Clements. That's going to be on the inside of the PlayStation chicane. And he gets it done. So Ben Milden up into 11th place. Only 2 people started on the hard tyres. He was one of them, as well as... I want to get his name correct again. I've completely forgot. My apologies. Damn it. Oh, it was Rusty, that's right, it was Clements. So both of them are on fresher soft tyres now. I believe. Yes, indeed he is, yep. So Milton's got over 3 seconds to catch up to Alex Austin in his Mazda. That's there as we're looking at Nick Hancock's. Getting closer to the back of Ellis's Sauber there, which gets a little sideways through Mulsanne. Let's have a listen of this Porsche here going through towards Indianapolis. So let's see what the top speed this car will reach. Over 210. He'll be quicker, obviously, because he'll be in the slipstream of Ellis's Sauber just ahead of him. 225. And then braking hard now for Indianapolis. Third gear, second gear. Ellis runs a little bit wide, so to this Hancock's. Getting sideways on the exit was Ellis. And then into Arnage. Second gear, getting close. Oh, getting the power a bit too early, did Hancock's. Getting a little bit too excited on the throttle there, Nix. Calm it down. But he is slowly gaining up on the back of that Sauber Mercedes just ahead. And Oliver Bryan has now has pulled away from that battle. In fact, we'll actually take a look here because it's got to be close now. Going through the Porsche cabs, they go. Sauber versus Porsche. Let's see what I could do here. As the first of the guys on the soft tyres is making his pit stop, that is Tompkinson in the pits, the first of them. So will he change to the hard tyres now? Let's just take a look at this then. Will he change to the hard tyres? We're keeping an eye on for him. Indeed he does. Oliver Bryan makes his pit stop as well as Alex Austin. There is Bryant. Austin is in. Ellis is in. Will they change to the hard tyres as well? Indeed they will. Don't forget they have to use a minimum of 2 laps on the hard tyres. Oh my goodness me, Scholler just breezes by his Sauber team. In fact, they've got the same livery. Oh, Dean Milton's had a moment, nearly gets into Scholler then. So let's have a look at this then. So Oliver Bryan is on the hard tyres, in which Scholler just makes mincemeat of it. And here comes Ellis. I think he's also on the hard tyres. No, he's on the soft, side by side through Tetra Rouge. Pushes Oliver Bryan off. That's no nice. That's a historic racer you're racing against there. He won't like that. So it looks like to me that Ellis is going for hard tyres on the second stint. Let's put on a fresh set of soft tyres. We'll keep an eye out on this battle actually because it looks quite enthralling to look at there. Oh, and hard into the tyre wall. That was Bryan. He gets it all wrong in the middle of the PlayStation chicane. Here comes Alex Austin. Is he on the hard tyres? Yes, he is. So Bryan on the way down to 13th place now after making that mistake at that tyre wall again. He's done that before, didn't he? He did it a couple of laps ago, kissing the barrier on the exit of that chicane. And then Austin to the inside. I just noticed there Ellis is making a move to the inside. There's Ben Milton all over the back now of Hancock's going up towards Mulsanne. Was there a little bit of a contact on the straightaway? Here we go then. Ben to the inside. Hancock's on the outside. It's Porsche versus Porsche. Who's going to win it? It's a Porsche. Passes him cleanly into Mulsanne. It's really the battle going on here for 10th place as Ellis has get by Scholler. And then he goes into Mulsanne. All good so far. So Bryan all the way down into 14th place. Meanwhile, the leader Lewis Edwards, who will probably be maybe pitting this time by, possibly. He has got over a 2-second lead over Jake Hill, who is 8 seconds ahead of Charlie Robertson, who is just under a second quicker, faster, or just ahead of Liam McEwen in the pair of the Nissans, 3 and 4. Then you got Sean Cool in 5th. Then you got Tompkinson, who is on the hard tyres. He's now into 6th place. Ben Milden in 7th. You've got Hancock in 8th. Then Clements in 9th place. Ellis in 10th. Then it's Scholler in 11th. Then it's Dean Milden in 12th. Alex Austin in 13th. As the leader now, Lewis Edwards into the pillion, as is Jake Hill. So are they going to stick on the softs or are they going to change onto the medium tyres? Let's find out here. Everyone else coming into the pit lane, Liam and Charlie too. Sean Cole looks like he's going to stay out here. He's going to go for another stint on those one tyres. So Edwards comes out still on the soft tyres. Jake still, he comes out on soft tyres as well. Liam has just come out of the pit lane, I believe, down in 5th place. He's also on the soft tyres. What about Charlie? He's gone to the hard tyres. So Charlie making his first stint on these hard tyres. Don't forget 2 laps minimum on those hard tyres. So I think there's only one guy that's yet to make a pit stop, and it is the guy in 3rd position, Sean Cool. All the rest of them have made a pit stop. Some of them have gone to the hard tyres, some of them have gone on the softs, some of them started on the hards and gone to the softs. But there you go, and you can see there Ben Milden now up into 7th place. He was the first guy to start on the hards, as well as Clements. And he's getting closer to the back of that purple Jaguar of Tompkinson just ahead. As we are about half distance there, you can see Ben flashing the lights here to Tompkinson. He's saying, I'm coming. The only thing is, though, is that Tompkinson is on the hard tyres and Ben's on the soft tyres. Like I said, Ben started on the hard, so he doesn't need to go onto the hards now. You can see Nathan trying to weave left and right, trying to break a toe here. Ben will stick in just behind. Meanwhile, back behind here, Brian has got himself up into 11th place. Clement now all over there, getting some serious pressure from Alex Austin. Austin kicking up some dust on the back then. Going towards the Mulsanne King. Oh no, sorry, that's Michigan corner. And Austin will go into 12th place. Nice pass there on Clements. Then you've got a battle going on for 14th place there. It's Dean Milden versus Jones. Jones there kamikaze through Michelin. The first bit there. You can also notice there that, oh, he's got a great one there off Dean. Is Dean on the hard tyres? Indeed he is, yes. So Dean's on the hard tyres, whereas Adams is on the softs. So he will make a pass sometime soon. Maybe going in towards Mulsanne, possibly. Will he make a last-ditch attempt pass here? No, he's going to stick him behind the Porsche. Although Dean did run a little wide, and it's going to allow Adams to go through and then into 14th place. Meanwhile, back up front, the lead is sort of distinguished a little bit. Now 1.3 seconds it is now from Jake. Sean Cool, or he's going to make a pit stop this time by, I reckon, 6 seconds back of Jake. And then you got, actually Liam has passed Charlie. Yeah, Liam's just passed Charlie, so Liam's up to 4th place. He'll be into 3rd place when Sean will make his pit stop, which should be this time by. Charlie is down to 5th place, and then you've still got this battle going on here between Nathan Tompkinson in the Jag and Ben Milden in the Porsche. And there you go, Sean Cool goes into the pit lane, but now will Ben make a move? Oh, in fact, Nathan's going in. Nathan's gone into the pit lane. Was that only a... Oh, that might have been his 2 laps. That might be his two lap stint on those hard tyres. My apologies. So that's Nathan going back onto the soft tyres. So that's going to allow Sean Cool to come out in 5th place, just ahead of Ben or Willie, nearly side by side through the first chicane. So let's see where Tompkinson comes out of here. We ain't seen him. He's not even in the top 10 yet, I don't think. Trying to see where he is. Where is he? There he is. They're out in 9th place. So he's done the hard stint, so he can go softs the rest of the way. As we enter the second half of the race, still Edwards there is now. That gap is slowly coming down, less than a second. So Jake is within slipstream distance now. Liam is now 13 seconds back from Jake in second, but he's got a 3.5 second lead over his fellow Nissan driver Charlie. But Charlie's on the hard tyres. Sean Cool behind him is on the softs. He's going to go hards on his next stint. And then you got Ben Milden in 6th place, who'll have to make a pit stop quite soon, I'd reckon. Then you got Hancock in 7th. And there you can see, yep, and now Tompkinson is getting some pressure from the Sauber of Matt Ellis. Both of these drivers are on soft tyres. Then you've got Schauler in 10th, Clements in 11th. Oh, I think we must have missed. Oh no, another moment now for Brian. He's all the way down in 5th place. Meanwhile, back up front, and that lead is really going small now. Look at this. Looking at the front of Jake Hill's Jaguar as we're going towards Indianapolis. He is getting closer to the back of Lewis Edwards' Mazda as they're going towards Indianapolis there. And you can see Edwards already trying to defend this lead. Look at the run that Hill gets on the exit of it. Now goes to the outside through Arnage. Is he going for the crisscross? No, he doesn't. But you can see Jake is now getting hungry. He wants to lead this race as we are approaching the Porsche curbs. We'll keep an eye out on for this battle here. Mazda versus Jaguar. And here comes Jake going towards the inside, and we got ourselves a lead change. Indeed we do. Jake Hill now leads the race, going in towards the Porsche curbs. Superb pass there. It was just really the timing, wasn't it? Gets nicely into the slipstream. And then here he goes, as you can see again, dives out, turns a little bit, and then makes a nice pass there. Edwards gives him a room, near contact through the Porsche curbs, but there you go, Jake Hill, now your new race leader. But I tell you what, Edwards is not done just yet. Now Jake's going defensive in the Ford chicane. Look at this, nose to tail for the race lead, and we're going towards the last third of the race, side by side through Dunlop now. Here we go. Edwards is not done just yet. He's going to go side by side through the first chicane. Who's going to lead it? Edwards going on the outside, and he does it there. Lovely pass from Lewis Edwards, and retakes the lead after a stunning overtake. Look at this. So he had the inside through Dunlop, but then he had the outside going into the first chicane, but he stuck that. Absolutely superb pass there from Lewis Edwards. As I noticed there, Charlie Robertson making his pit stop. He's done his hard stint. He's going back to the softs. But what a pass that was there from Lewis Edwards. Around the outside of a British touring car driver at the chicane. You are having a laugh. But look at this. Jake's not done yet. Again, all over the back of the Mazda. Going towards the PlayStation chicane. Dives out. Late last lap. What were you saying, Sean? Anyway, he's not going to do it just yet there. Edwards heavily defending that race lead now. This is sensational racing up front for the lead. Here we go again. Edwards defending again. He's got to be careful. He's not going to leave the inside open going in towards Michelin, which he has done. And now Jake's going to the inside for Michelin and takes it. So now Jake's back into the lead. They're just having a swap in a battle here because they've got themselves a huge advantage over Liam, who's 14 seconds back. But Jake has gone back into the lead of this race yet again. Tell you what, we're keeping a close eye on this battle there. I noticed there Ben also made a pit stop to make his second stint of softs. Here comes Edwards trying to feint a pass on Jake. Jake's too wise to do that. He's a proper racing driver. He will not make any mistakes through that. He knows the tricks of the trade. So here we go. This is some incredible racing out front for the lead here, and we've got another 4 laps of it left. Keep it up, boys. This is entertaining stuff. Thank you again to the 21 people that are watching. Indeed, what a move that was there from Edwards around the outside. Beautiful pass that too. I tell you what, it's not done just yet though, isn't it? Look at this. Edwards is still wanting that lead back. Oh, careful guys, don't spin off please. Here we go then. Through the tight Arnage. That's a very annoying corner, that is Arnage. Let's get back. Let's see further back through the field there. So Sean Cool down in 4th position. Then you've got that is Tompkinson in 6th. Then you've got Robinson, who has made his hard stint. Good battle going on then for 6th place then. That is Tompkinson ahead of Ben Milden. And then you've got Matt Ellis in 8th position. Then you've got Rob, who made that kamikaze move, getting sideways through Indianapolis. And then you've got Schauler there in 10th place, followed by Nick Hancock, who's down to 11th place. Austin in 12th. 13th is now Bryant. And you got Clements in 14th and Dean Milton struggling in his Porsche in 15th place. But meanwhile, back up front, and it is still Jake Hill in the lead. But don't forget, these drivers have to change to the hard tyres. So they have to be pitting sometime soon now, maybe this lap. Oh, Lewis, they're getting it, nearly getting it all wrong there on the chicane. Solid effort there. Oh wow, that's a shortcut and a half that from Liam McEwen. We just caught that there, but that, anyways, that is a solid effort this from Liam McEwen in his Nissan to get up into third position as Ellis is into the pits. Now he started on softs, he changed pit stops into softs, so this must be hard tyres, I'd reckon. He's got to go to the hard tyres here. It's a minimum of 2 laps, and indeed he does. He changes to the hard tyres, so he's going to possibly finish the race on hard tyres. Through goes Adams, through goes Schauler, so Ellis is down to 10th. Nick Hancock has made a pit stop. I believe he must have went onto the hard tyres before. Just again, continuing looking at that battle for the lead. I've just noticed that Ben has passed Tompkinson. So Ben up into 6th place and trying to weave to try to break a toe away from Tompkinson. And now he's going to set his sights on the other Nissan driver, Charlie Robertson, there in 5th position. He's got 2.5 seconds to do it. Looking back through the field here, 24 people. I think that's the most that we've had so far. Hello, 24 people. Hope you are enjoying this as much as I am. There's a look then of Oliver Bryant sitting there in 13th place. Going in towards the PlayStation chicane. Onto lap 9 out of 12. There, Brian had a few problems through that chicane there, hit the tyre wall a couple of times. Then you've got Colin Clements there in 14th and Milton still back there in 15th, but he's now on to the hard tyres and already 1 minute and 19 seconds behind the leader, Jake Hill, which is under still some pressure from Liam Edwards there. It looks like they're starting to pull away a little bit, so I'm wondering if they're going to make a pit stop now, or are they going to go to lap 10, make the pit stop, go onto the hard tyres, and then it's just an out-and-out brawl for the win between these two fine drivers. But I tell you what, this is absolutely impressive here for Lewis Edwards here. To be on a pad, to be keeping up with a touring car legend in the making is pretty phenomenal. Through the Porsche curbs they go. Just got to keep a close eye if they're going to make a pit stop here or they're going to be making a pit stop the next lap. So let's keep an eye out on the leader, Jake Hill, actually. As they pass through Maison Blanche. And no, they're going to stay out for another lap. Yes, indeed they will. So next lap by, they will have to change onto the hard tyres, but you can see that gap is now extending 1.1 seconds. So now Edwards is within just out of slipstream touch now, I'd reckon there. Thank you as well to ST Styler there. Thank you for the commentary, and I do try my best. Sean Cool makes his way into the pit lane. This will have to be on the hard tyres because he started on the softs, made a pit stop, stayed on a fresh set of softs, so this will be on the hard tyres. And indeed he does, so that will now move, oh well maybe, will it? It's going to come out just ahead of Ben. Is he? Side by side nearly through the chicane, and Ben goes off there. Ben went a little bit off there. I think he got a little bit confused there from what with Sean Cook coming out on the track here. So he just shortcutted through the chicane past Dunlop. Oh, and I tell you what, I don't know if Sean was trying to defend or block Ben for that there, but that could have been pretty dangerous then. See who comes out on top, and yeah, Ben holds on to that 5th position. So now Charlie's up into 4th place, and look at this then, here comes Tompkinson on the back, all over the back of Sean Cool, as they're side by side onto the straightaway. Oh wow, look how close they are together. That is unbelievably close racing. Oh, whoa, I'm just noticing notice there, the lead has changed. Jake Hills must have made a mistake. He's 6 seconds away. Oh, we missed it. God damn it. Oh, damn. What have you done, Sean? But Lewis Edwards is in the lead. Jake Hill down to second place, so he's made a mistake somewhere, which unfortunately we didn't catch up on. So Edwards is now in the lead. Jake down to second, and Liam into third place, and we didn't see what happened to Jake. Nice battle going on here for 8th place between the two Sauber teammates. That's the two Adams. It's two Adams. What am I saying? The two Robs on show. That's Adams ahead of Schauler. And then you've got Nick Hancock's there in that golden white Miller Lite Porsche in 10th place. Then you've got Ellis in 11th, and then Rob Austin. I'm making so many mistakes here. I do apologise. In 12th place there, that's Alex Austin. Only Jake will have to know what happened to him that made that mistake on lap 10, but it's cost him potentially a win in the bag. But it's all Lewis's from here on in, barring a mistake. It's just over 6 seconds he's got over Jake. And they will have to pit this time by onto the hard tyres, because like I said, hard tyres is on a minimum of 2 laps here. And indeed, Lewis will come into the pits as well as Jake. Oh, I think we were... I don't know what happened to Jake there, but you know, we were going to be entitled to an exciting finish of the race, barring if he didn't do that mistake there. So I mean, Jake must be absolutely fuming to have done that mistake somewhere. Liam McEwen also into the pit lane. He's going to change to the hard tyres as Edwards heads out, and he is on the hard tyres now. Charlie Robertson just going past the forward curves. And there you go. So 2 laps, 6.4 seconds. I think it's an impossible task for Jake to catch up to Lewis, even though Lewis has driven an extraordinary race, it would seem. Charlie Robertson now into 3rd place. Liam had to go into the hard tyres, which is down into 4th place. Then you've got Ben Moulton 5th, who's distanced himself from Tompkinson in 6th. Sean Cool in 7th on the hard tyres, as someone else made a pit stop, as that's Jones, and I think that was also Schauler coming in. Oh no, sorry, that was Hancock. So they're both gone onto the hard tyres now, I think. Just checking a look on Hancock's if he has gone onto the hard tyres, which he has done, so okay then. And he's going to come out in 14th place. There goes Clements just gone by. And Dean Milton nearly 30 seconds back. So Hancock's down into 14th place. And you have got Adams there in 13th, followed by Clements. Oh, do you know what? I'm rather gutted that we're not seeing this battle for the lead, because it could have been absolutely incredible to see a battle for the lead. Tell you what, that gap is slowly coming down, no, 5.8 seconds, so he's gained at least half a second on Lewis, but in fairness to Lewis, he doesn't really need to push. It's pretty much a big gap as it is. And the gap's now extending up now, 6.4. Charlie Robertson less than 6 seconds away from Jake in his Jaguar. And then you got Liam, closely followed by Ben. And then you got Tompkinson. The field is sort of spread it out. Let's see if there's any battling going on through the field. There's Austin, now into 9th position, followed by Ellis, and then you got Bryant in the background in that Jaguar. 3 different manufacturers there, all battling for that 9th position. Here's a look here at Schauler then in 8th position. Is he the top Sauber driver in this too? I think he might be actually. Yeah, he's the top of the Sauber drivers in 8th. And you've got Ellis in 10th. And then you've got Rob, who's now on the hard tyres, down in 12th place. What is Clements on? He's on the soft tyres, so he's got 1.7 seconds to catch up on Adams. And he's got a lap to do it in. As meanwhile, the leader, Lewis Edwards, now over 7 seconds he has over Jake Hill, which he will start the last lap of this race. Through the forward curves for the penultimate time, gets the power on a little bit too early, get a little bit sideways from the rear, and then starting the last lap of this race, Lewis Edwards, 7.1 seconds he has over the British touring car driver Jake Hill. Blue flag's been waved, I don't know why. Charlie Robertson in third. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a battle for fourth position here. Liam McEwen and Ben Milden having a close battle there. Ben is within slipstream distance on the back of that Nissan of Liam McEwen. Then you've got Tompkinson, the winner last night of the Formula 1 race at Monza. He's down in 6th. Sean Cool down in 7th place, 16 seconds away now from Tompkinson. Then you've got Schauler in 8th, Alex Austin in 9th, Matt Ellis in 10th, Oliver Bryant in 12th, Rob Adams in, 11th is Bryant, then Adams is in 12th. Then in 13th place is Colin Clements, who is slowly catching up to the back of Adams and Sauber. Then 14th is Nick Hancox, and Dean in 15th position. And you can see in the background, I've just noticed there in the background, Ben versus Liam, side by side going into the PlayStation chicane, and Ben gets it. So Ben now into 4th position. This has been a solid drive from Ben Milden, absolutely solid drive. Liam McEwen down to 5th, but I'd imagine this battle is not over just yet. As we will keep a close eye on this. So it looks like it's the only real close battle, as it seems, nonetheless. Oh, look in the background there too. You've got that's Bryant and Adams closely followed together. I would have thought Clements would have been a little bit closer to the back of Adams, but it doesn't look like he is. He's starting to struggle on those soft tyres, but Milden now up into 4th position, and now he's trying to break a toe, using all of the track on the nearly going onto the gravel there, or the grass. Onto Mulsanne we go for the last time, and Liam, oh, very close to the back of it. Both of them ran right through Mulsanne. But Milden in that Porsche gets the power going, but, you know, we will keep a close eye on that as the lap unfolds, as this is the last lap of this race. And here is the leader, going to be race winner. You can see Jake has pulled off now, nearly, just, you know, he's just going to settle for that 2nd place. As Will says, he runs right through Indianapolis. I tell you what, he's got to be careful, because Charlie 3 seconds back. It's not that far away. Let's have a look at the battle. Oh, and now Tompkinson's gone into 4th place. So what has happened to Ben and what has happened here? So they went into Indianapolis. Ben runs right. In fact, they both ran off. They both got off of Indianapolis. And Tompkinson would think Christmas has come early, and he's just took in 4th place. But they both went off at Indianapolis. Unbelievable stuff between Ben and Liam. And now Liam's gone ahead. But meanwhile, it is all she wrote for Lewis Edwards. Absolutely storming drive. Mazda, they won the Le Mans Series in 1991, the only Japanese manufacturer, and they've done it again. Lewis Edwards takes the checkered flag, convincing win. It's solid drive that. Here comes Jake Hill to finish in 2nd place. What could have been an amazing battle for the win if he hadn't made that mistake on lap 10. He will cross the line in 2nd. Charlie Robertson, the first of the Nissan drivers, in 3rd. And then pretty much an unexpected 4th place for Nathan Tompkinson. It's a Jaguar 2-4. Who's going to get 5th on the line? It will be Liam, just ahead of Ben Milden in 6th position. And then here comes Sean Cool, the other Mazda driver, there to finish across the line in 7th place. Then you've got Schauler there to finish in 8th. Close running for the battle for 9th place. Who's going to get it? Is it going to be Ellis or Austin? Here as they're going towards the forward care for the last time, it's going to be Ellis. So Alex Austin will finish in 11th place. Oh, sideways there was Adams going all over the back of Oliver Bryant. He will finish in 11th. Adams in 12th. Clements will come across the line in 13th. There's Nick Hancox, who is just shortcutting the field there. Oh, and that's the end of the race. So there you go. That's the end of the results. Congratulations then to our race winner, Lewis Edwards, for winning that race there. Again, what could have been an incredible battle for the win with Jake Hill. I'd just love to know what happened to Jake to make that mistake on lap 10. But nonetheless, such a great fun race to commentate. 18 people that are watching. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Stay tuned to some more SBR action on this channel. But until then, give this video a thumbs up. My voice is again gone as per usual. Don't forget, leave a like on this video. It'll be very much appreciated. Don't forget to follow the SBR on Facebook. So until then, it's goodbye.